tell me, have you seen or heard of the warriors of dance and art and word? In lockdown valleys, forest, glade and hill, the desire to create is burning still. And although they all must isolate, collectively battling the R rate, a virus will never placate a warrior's desire to communicate. Make dance, make art, write word, tell tale. With positive purpose, tired minds set sail. On journeys of imagination, journeys that invigorate, journeys that may ease the burden we never chose to navigate.
Hello and welcome. This edition of the news is coming to you live from Pontypridd, where we will be bringing you the most up-to-date information about the so-called warrior outbreak that appears to be taking hold in the local community. Footage has started to emerge of these so-called warriors engaging in artistic activities such as mask making, dancing and poetry writing. It would appear that these activities are a direct response to the current COVID-19 lockdown. More news to come. This is Matilda Davison-Talbot reporting for Artis Community News.
And so our warriors advance, moving, grooving, making dance, and utilising crafty know-how. So now is it time to show how we move, we jump, we bounce, we spring. Dance warriors can do anything.
I did a dance in lockdown and this is what I did.
I did a dance for lockdown, this is what I did.
I did a dance in lockdown and this is what I did. Lockdown, this is what I did.
I did a dance in lockdown and this is what I did.
We did a dance in lockdown, this is what we did.
I did a dance in lockdown and this is what I did.
I did.
Hello and welcome back to Pontypridd. Artis Community News is pleased to be able to report that we have secured some exclusive footage of the art warriors in action. Unfortunately, we are unable to locate any of the warriors to speak to them directly, but as soon as we can, we will. For now, here is our exclusive footage. This is Matilda Davison-Talbot reporting for Artis Community News. welcome back to Artis Community News. We are very pleased to be able to report that we have tracked down some local art warriors. Here is a short film that we made earlier where they explain what being an art warrior means to them. This is Artis Community News.
Hello, fellow art warriors. I love being an art warrior because it makes me feel strong, independent, and unique. I have enjoyed being part of the Home to Home project because it has enabled me to engage with you all from across the UK as your facilitator, making beautiful warrior masks and exploring sides of ourselves that show our strength and independence. Being a part of the Home to Home project has enabled me to meet lots of new faces, work with lots of different groups from Artis Community and beyond, and just make lots of new friends. What else have I got to say about this project? I think I want to give some advice to all of you art warriors out there. Keep being yourselves, keep being arty warriors as you are, because you are a special person, each one of you, and you bring your own individual spark to this world. See you soon, art warriors. Bye-bye.
Well, I never thought of myself as a warrior, but I think it's good to get your creative juices going, especially at this time. I think it's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like everybody's prose or poetry or the pictures have all come together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's very thoughtful, it's very cultural, it's very spiritual. It's nice. It's not the choirs, it's not the mines, it's just something that's Welsh, well, Valleys, Ponty and the RCT. And I think it's been a release where the emotions are sort of topsy-turvy, you don't know what day it is. And I think, there's so much not bad news, but it's depressing news, put it bluntly. And I'm looking out on the landslide opposite here as well, which doesn't help. And I think you're thinking about the future and hoping to be met with, the people that you love and you miss and everything. And to see the children come together as well in the photographs and in their words with the haircues. It's been good to take a part of it, yes. Enjoyed it. If this hadn't come, the lockdown, I think we might have expired ourselves, because Zoom is the only way that we've been able to keep together, and we're so spread about, and we're of a different age as well, to try and keep the legacy going. In a way, not everybody's happy with Zoom, of course, because we come out with square eyes and everything, and you can't see body language and things like that. But it's been good. Keep creating. Music, dance, song, prose, poetry, cartoons, whatever. It's something to focus on at the moment, because as we say, it's contact is the missing link now. As you know, your family is away from you, and my family is mostly in England and a little bit in West Wales. It has gone to America, Carden Caird, so they say that it's good as well. So there you are.
We're the art warriors. Woo! We make art.
Hello, I'm Barry.
What did we like? We liked it. Was it good? That day when we went on the Zoom call and there were other people who made the mask? We went on that story. That was good, wasn't it? Because at the time we weren't seeing many people at all, so it was good to feel part of something bigger than just our own house. And we really needed that at the time, because as everyone knows, it was all very strange and a little bit isolating. And each day was the same, and that made that day different and a bit special compared to other days. I really loved the fact that we didn't have to buy anything new. We used what we had from our recycling, bits and bobs that we had in the house, and that I felt that was pretty empowering, that you could turn junk into something that's visually engaging.
So I was thinking, if you don't have to do like yourself on the mask, gotta make something different and make it into something else.
Why an alien?
Because they're in space and the like space.
I think my one's from a different planet to your one, but they get on. They're friends, but they're not from the same planet as each other, or even the same universe, but they have met somewhere in the galaxy. We haven't named them.
My one.
Oh, maybe you have.
My one's called Barry.
Called who?
Barry.
Not Berry, but Berry.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool. Hello, I am Barry on a planet in space called Doom. I was doing paintings on a canvas, but it wasn't me, it was Barry.
My advice to anyone, any other art warriors out there, even if you think you're incredibly busy, find time to embrace your inner art warrior, because you will surprise yourself at whatever age you are at what you can come up with. I mean, everyone's capable of creativity. Go out there and enjoy it. Was that too long?
Yeah, it was too long.
Was it?
Go make art!
I love being an art warrior. I love doing the crafts, and I love activities because you get to do because some activities you get to do whatever you want. But you also have to follow the activity. I like following things as well.
I mean, I made a mask and I wrote a haiku. I guess that was good.
I really love doing the poetry. We writed poetry and doing all of the dances. Because when you do the art, you feel like you're an art princess. I feel like really independent at doing art, and I feel like I can do art anywhere, like on an aeroplane or doing art on a mountain. Yeah, I've loved it. I did a rainbow butterfly with streamers going down, so I could just do anything. I can pick anything to do, anything in the world.
Yeah, it's good to have different people involved, and you feel like kind of connected to other people then. When especially on the video with all the different people reading the poems. So yeah, I suppose it keeps you connected to people when you're alone in your house or with your family.
We had like in the kind of like the height of lockdown, we didn't really go out much, and there were like a few occasions when we left our milk outside for like 3 days on the doorstep, so we weren't actually going out and seeing anyone other than like doing the kind of like the clap on a Thursday out on your front gardens. We kind of didn't see much in the way of people really, so I felt that the poetry kind of elements of the project in particular, and the cydweithredol, it made you feel a bit more part of something other than your own little kind of house bubble. It was nice to kind of have that kind of intergenerational kind of aspect where you've got older people, having their reflections of their time in lockdown, but also young kids as well and their thoughts and feelings about, not seeing grandparents or not being able to kind of go out about and see their friends like they would normally. Or it felt us kind of a bit more, it made you think about what's important at that moment in time really, and what are the positive aspects of it as well. I found the kind of the end project of Ionawr quite kind of uplifting, really emotional. Like every time I watch it gets me. It's really emotional to kind of listen to, isn't it?
I like doing activities because if there wasn't activities, then I would get a little bit bored because there wasn't much to do. You couldn't go out to places much.
We are fantastic art warriors, and we love doing art and crafts and dancing and making music. And anyone, like some of the other people have said, anyone can do art, and it doesn't matter like what you think your ability is and what you like, and it's for everyone, no matter what really. So yeah, get involved, be an art warrior.
Rest assured that if I can do this, you most certainly can as well.
It does make you feel really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We would be just sitting down in the chair. I mean, we're pensioners. We never did anything. And Phil said, we've got to get out together. We've got to do something.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, I'll have to get in touch. And we haven't looked back, you know, since we've joined you. There's always something happening, you know, and it's really great.
I'm not a particularly creative person, but I enjoy the creativity challenge. And sometimes I do some things and I look at it and I think, oh my gosh, a 5-year-old could do that. But I mean, we can't all be good at everything, do we?
It's just the taking part of everything, isn't it? Whether
it's the taking
you're good
part.
or bad, you know.
Obviously, the bit we are really missing now is the company.
Yeah.
It's because it's also given us a few ideas and given us something to do, you know. Instead of, because, you know, we bought a few games like Trivial Pursuit and cards and then Snakes and Ladders, but you can only do so much computer, you can only do so much games, and so it's been something a bit different to challenge the mind. Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, firstly the community, you're going to see it, and it's good then when you see your own mask up there, and you think, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it brings it together, gels it together. But it was great because we were working together as well in the house, you know, it give us both something to do together. If I can do this, you can certainly do it. And you won't know until you give it a try. So give it a go, folks.
Hello, my name is Leanne Webber and I'm a poet from the South Wales Valleys area, and I was asked by Artis Community to be involved in one of their projects, and they've asked me today to answer some questions. So they informed me that I'm officially an art warrior, which made me feel surprised to begin with, but also very special, so thank you. And I've really enjoyed being part of the project. I was honoured to be asked to submit some haiku with the theme of lockdown. I wrote 12 altogether, which I published on my Facebook poetry site, poetry page, which is known as Leanne Webber Poetry. And 3 of them were selected to be part of the composition, which is known as Cadwyn Cerdd. And this weaves together lots of haiku written by lots of different poets of different ages, backgrounds and genders. And it was woven together with some beautiful music and some local photography of some local beauty spots, and it was a bilingual piece, so English and Welsh, and it was really good to be able to share that with my own networks, and I think it was received very positively. So yeah, it was really useful to me to be able to have a forum really where I could share my own feelings about the lockdown, particularly in the early days when we were all just still really processing it. I mean, I think we still are. We're not the other side of it yet, but it was at a time where we were very restricted, and it was completely different to anything we'd experienced before, and I think everybody was feeling very sort of invisible really, and very isolated, so I really welcomed that opportunity. And I just want to say that I think it was a lovely idea, and I think these things should be funded a lot more, particularly in areas where there's a lot of poverty, because the arts are really important to people's well-being, and I think it's really important for people to have equal opportunities, whether they've had formal education in the arts or not, because people should be given the opportunity to, be creative and be playful, and to share their feelings and ideas about things, and that is, the best and most innovative way to do it. So I'd really like to see more projects like this in the future, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and I support all of the work that's done by Artis Community, so thank you.
I felt really excited to be part of the project because I wanted to try something new, especially since it was going to be virtually and I hadn't done something like this before. I really enjoyed being part of the home-to-home project because it challenged me to think creatively when combining my ideas with other people's movements. Being part of the Home to Home project was really useful during lockdown. It allowed me to stay connected to other dancers I usually work with. I found the project really amazing to be part of because it allowed everyone to be included no matter their abilities. I think this is really important because during lockdown you can feel really lonely or disconnected from what you usually do, and I think this allowed everyone to stay connected with each other, which is really important.
Our thanks goes out to the Art Warriors for their insight into being an art warrior during the COVID-19 lockdown of 2020. Finally, we have received this film that has been created by local wood and photography warriors. This has been Matilda Davison-Talbot reporting for Artis Community News. Sleepy river low, fish jumps to catch a fly. Kingfisher skims by.
In this world, we possess nothing but the passing moment. Polish it as you would a jewel. It is the only wealth to which we have any right. All other moments belong to God alone.
Thursdays we await, getting together soon again to celebrate.
Bright paint, leaves, birdsong, screaming sirens in silent streets, home to baking bread.
Eating an olive, bare feet on warm patio slabs, watching ants scatter.
Natur hedd gobau, codaf dy lygaid i'r haul, dail gwyrdd yn siglo. Craig Eryrod, golygfa ar draws y tir, pont y pridd heilog.
The garden is bright. We wait for the time loved ones can come through the gate.
WhatsApp my family and Zoom all my friends. When will this all end?
What have I done wrong? I want to see Nan. I don't understand.
Birds singing in trees, water running, peace and nature, sitting, watching calm.
Gazing at my town from an isolated hill.
The sky at dusk time.
The leeks like green hairs, pushed into the soil to grow.
Water every day. Walk by the river. Sunbeams through old stony bridge. A fisherman stands. Missing all my friends. Not seeing them every day. Longing to see them.
Have you heard the birds and watched the flowers dancing? Nature resurrects.
Ich chi erioed I glywed adar o blodau'n ddawnsio seibiant natur.
Computer screen glare. I turn my desk to the sun. Archway blue, sky view.
Helping put up tent, splashes from pool, rustling woods. Hitting up the tent, the breeze from the car. When the river blows by, I will catch it with my net.
Breathe in the atmosphere of these woods. Do you hear the birds tweet? You feel like the world's last citizen.
Chalk on the pavement. A happy birthday to you. Party in lockdown.
Guitar plays all day long, piano plays jazz for me, the stars shine brightly. Garden and tangled thorns, at the centre a fig tree rises through it all.
Climbing up the tree, doing patterns from the leaves, finding fairy doors.
In isolation, a glance from across the road, we're not alone. The sound of sirens, people move away with fear, rainbows on windows.
Swimming pool, cold and soft and overflowing, shadow of a frog.
The silence of night, longing for the dawn, small birds are waking.
Quiet all around,
like running in slow motion.
Silent, not a sound.
It's time to slow down. We must reevaluate. There's no other choice. Our minds are growing. Our hearts are now opening. Our souls are knowing. I walk with children. We hear silence in the streets. Finally, we listen.
Have you heard the birds and watched the flowers dancing? Nature and resurrect dancing. Have you heard the birds and resurrect dancing? Nature and resurrect dancing, dancing, dancing.
Red, white, rosé wine to join us on our picnic. Friends to meet up soon.
Bored, staring at walls, lonely and missing my friends, hungry all the time. Every Thursday we join together in song, united as one. Anghofio fy iaith, yn colli cerddoriaeth ac eisteddfodau.
Finding time to learn Makaton and French, my silver lining.
When I went walking, birds chirped loud, and the squirrels ate nuts in the trees.
Sunshine on windows, the locks on front door. When will freedom come? At this lonely time, reach out to a friend and make someone's day.
So now you've seen and now you've heard of these warriors of art and dance and word, who in lockdown valleys, glade and hill continue to make and develop their skill. They'll strive to connect and they'll see this fight through. So tell me, have you found the art warrior in you?